Hey guys, how's it going? Sports Gaming Fever here, and if you saw the title of this video, I'm going to talk about my NHL 13 wish list. And I know it's a bit early considering they haven't announced anything. We don't even know who's going to be on the cover yet. But I just wanted to say some things that I'd like to see, and then you can give me feedback, like comment, like what you want to see in the game, and if you agree with my opinions or not. And so yeah, let's start. First of all, since I like to do BGM videos and play BGM even in my free time, I'd like to see them go far in that category, in that game mode. What I'd like to see, first of all, maybe you could be able to hire coaches, hire scouts and stuff. So it's not just like some generic scout. You actually have to hire scouts, pay them a salary, and other teams will try to pay for those scouts too. So it's kind of like in the off season, that's when you do that. And they have different potentials, they have different skills. They scout offense better, they scout defense better, and they have potential too. Like if they are working under some good scout, or if they're just like young and coming up in the business, then that could be cool. And then the same with coaches. Like they'll have like certain like strengths, like he's more defense oriented, or he's better for offense, or he's good with goalies. And then you'd even hire like the assistant coaches, the goalie coaches, all that. Like the personal player coaches. Besides that, I'd also like to see the trade logic is kind of weird. Like I know they added to it, like it was they added so like not in NHL 12, but I think in NHL 11 they added that it's like it depends more on their skills. They add that little wheel at the top kind of thing where it's like offense, defense, athleticism, and then something else. But and then it's basically based on the trade value. When you think about it, it's just everything. It's just overall trade value, and I'd like to see them do something different. And I think that could be really cool if they did something different with that, because that can frustrate me that like I can trade like I don't know, like I can't think of an example, but if you watch my videos, like some of those trades wouldn't really happen because of the trade logic. And also the AI always sends me crappy deals like a trade deadlines and stuff. Like I don't want like 2 depth players for a 3rd round pick. Like that wouldn't happen. I don't really want that. Like most of them are like 79, 78, something like that, maybe 80 overall, and I'm not going to really use those players. But that's just my opinion. Also, one thing I could could be cool is that you see it all the time in the 2K series for their basketball games with their players. This could also be in Be a Pro mode too. But have to incorporate the media in some way. Like if you make a big trade, then you have to talk to the media about it. And like you might get feedback from fans, and they could bash you, and that could like damage your reputation. But if you make a good trade, and the fans like it, and the media likes it, then your reputation goes up. I think I like that. That could be cool. And same with like when you draft a player and stuff. It's just like you should. If your team's doing good, if you make the playoffs, blah blah blah, you should have to talk to the media, and they like ask you like a couple of questions. And if you look at like the 2K series, the 2K basketball series, they give you like answer with arrogance, answer with this, answer like with loyalty and stuff like that. You don't get to choose your response, because that could be pretty hard. I think that's a bit ahead of our time, but I think that could be cool. So yeah, so basically what I've said so far. Well, that could be for my pro too, because if you have an off game, you can play like teams always send a player out to like do an interview, like whether it's with NHL Network, whether it's with the local coverage channel or anything. They'll just have a player go out and answer like 2 questions. Like that could be cool. It's realistic. And as you go up, and like if you become more of a veteran player and you're my pro, like you're in your 8th, 9th, 10th season, then you'll go out there more and you'll have more respect. And then depending on what you say in the media, you'll gain more respect. And if you lash out at people in the media, then you like get not suspended by the league, but maybe you get sit out a game by your coach because he doesn't feel that you're representing the team well. Also, speaking of suspending, I think what also could be cool is in BGM and MyPro, really, there should be some suspensions. Like if you hit a guy from behind, there should be a suspension if it's like a 5-minute major. There should be a suspension. I think that could be cool. That's all I have to say about that. But I think if they make it realistic, that could be cool, and it's not happening every game. That could be really cool. Another thing is, take elbowing out of the game, please. Like, I go and hit a guy, and like whether it's online or in game, like it's not realistic. I'm not really trying to elbow the guy. I'm just trying to run into the guy. The elbow goes up, doesn't even hit him in the face, misses him completely, and I still get called for elbowing. Like, I don't get that. Another penalty they should take out, which I know sounded really cool last year, and it does work. Well, I mean, no, it doesn't work. It is cool, but it happens too much goaltender interference. Like, I get basically pushed into the goalie because I have nowhere else to skate. I can't skate through a defenseman. I can't skate through the net. So I have nowhere else to go but into the goalie, and I get goaltender interference for that. I think if they made it so your player tries his hardest to avoid the goaltender, then that could be cool. There's only someone only bumps into the goalie once every game, which is realistic, once or twice, and usually it's not even a goaltender interference call. Then if they made it like that, I'd like it. Keep it in the game. It's realistic. But if they can't do that, just take it out completely, because I have the most penalty minutes on my clubs, my EA Sports Hockey League clubs every season. I have the highest penalty minutes. And that's not just because of running into the goalie, but it contributes a lot. Yeah, I don't like sitting in the box. Who does? So I think they should take that out. Lastly, unless I think of something else as I'm doing this, fighting. I think the fighting is a bit arcadey. It's just like our announcer here in Boston calls it Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Just basically just keep punching each other and stuff. I know you can block. I know you can kind of dodge. But it's not really realistic. It feels too smooth. In hockey fights, and really any fight isn't smooth. The guy's like holding your arm sometimes. Sometimes the jersey comes over the head. All of that. If they can incorporate some way to make it less smooth, I'd like it. Also, if players also on the ice grabbed onto other players, how they really do, and pull them aside from the fight and stuff, I think that could be cool. Or if you had multiple fights going on or a brawl, I think that would be cool. I know a brawl is kind of or multiple fights going on at the same time. It's kind of a lot to ask, so I don't really expect that. But I think if they made the fighting engine a bit less smooth, that would be really, really cool. So yeah, basically just to recap, we said adding hiring of assistant coaches, head coaches, specialty coaches, and scouts having their different potentials. All those coaches and scouts having potentials, that could be cool. Also, the thing about the media, having to battle with the media to gain your BGM reputation or to gain respect as a player and be a pro mode, and then your coach will maybe, if you don't have a lot of respect and you're not representing the team well, they can force you not to play a game, keep you up for a game. And I think lastly, I said, well, not lastly, but I started talking about just regular game. Oh, one more thing, just as I remember it. The AI. How can I forget that? The AI. The AI is just, you have to admit they're good without the puck. Okay, when they don't have the puck, they're good. But if you play online and the AI has the puck, they don't know what the hell they're doing. If they can fix that, that would be great. That would be awesome. That's the first thing they should. I should have said that first, because that's the first thing they should fix. I had that in my mind all day. I was I'm gonna make a video about this. I have to say that, and it just slipped my mind there. I'm sorry. But that's what I have to say. And then I'm not gonna finish the recap here because I want this to be about 10 minutes, and that's what it's looking like it's gonna be. We're 9 minutes 47 seconds in. Yes. Okay. So thanks, guys. Leave comments on what you think you should be in the NHL 13 and who you think should be on the cover. All right, guys. See ya.